Well, hi OVAC family. I've got some good news on how we're going to proceed with church. I've just been meeting with the Hallsville Uniting Church executive, and they've allowed us to use this building, the Hallsville Uniting Church, for the next 5 weeks, so through to the 19th of July, for us to do church in a way which meets some of the desires of our congregation. You may remember the survey that we just filled out that asked you a number of questions on how we get back together. Two of the big responses were people really desiring fellowship, and they wanted to get back together as soon as possible. Now, Parish Council considered a number of options, from Carrossi to going back into the school. With the schools, however, there was a few issues with the amount of cleaning that's required and the number of people that were there. And so they've come up with the solution of meeting here at Hallsville Uniting Church. The way the church is going to proceed is going to be a little bit different for the 10 o'clock service. To start with, there'll be no singing in the service, but we'll try to work out a couple of different ways of that emotional response to the good news of Jesus. There will be a kids program of sorts, slightly different, but as you can see, there's a area for kids to play. There's actually a fair wide area that other children can run around in, so that we will have some degree of a children's program where there's supervision and they're safe. The building is only going to hold 50 of us, which incidentally is the maximum that we can have as well. And so the way that's being managed is you'll get an email that will have your family's name with other people, and we'll rotate alternate weeks so that we can all attend church and meet everyone else at church as well. So it's a little bit different, and unfortunately we can't all be here in one go because we've got to do that whole social distancing thing. But when you're not on the roster to be here, can I encourage you to invite others around, meet together. And so while some of us are here, we're all gathered together around different places over Zoom as well. Youth group will be here at Hallsville Uniting Church, 4:30 to 6:30, normal times, not at the school, but here because we've rented or at least this building for the whole day. And tea and coffee will be served, but you have to bring your own morning tea if you want to eat something. So that's the 10 o'clock service update. 8 o'clock service, they're looking at restarting on the 5th of July. More information will be given to the 8 o'clock service. But to get us started here, this building hasn't been used since March. So there's a bit of cleaning that needs to get done, plus a setup to make sure all the seats are in the right spot and all those kinds of things. So I'm asking, can you be here tomorrow at 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock? So as many of us that are here, we can do some cleaning, do some vacuuming, set up some chairs, make sure the sound and visual works, do all those kinds of things so that church on Sunday will run as smoothly as possible. I hope that's answered all your questions. It's certainly gone through all my notes. Look forward to seeing you here tomorrow, 2 o'clock in the afternoon.